Today, I'm going to do a very quick recap to hopefully simplify what we went over last Thursday, which is our repeated sculpture project, okay? So, here's what I would like. I know you all are set up to start researching, but I want to help you guys kind of like break things down and make them more simple. So I want you to close your Chromebooks, set them to the side, put your phones off somewhere else. I want you to just have a clean slate, all right? And then get to where you can see the board, because I'm going to simplify this hopefully, all right? Clear your desk, get to where you can see, close your Chromebook, turn so you can see, close it, pencils down, turn your bodies to the screen. Alright, thank you. Manuel, can you see? If not, scoot over here to table E so you can see. Alright, to help your minds, relax a little bit, we're going to do the pun of the day. You're going to love them! Alright, so, because Saturday and Sunday was so ultra fine, I'm sharing it with you. Get it? Get it? Sharpie? Ultra fine? Oh, come on. I know you love these. Today's pun of the day, come and spaghetti. Get it? Spaghetti. Come and get it. Guys, I see you chuckling. You live for them. Alright, so, last class on Thursday, we had an introduction of your repeated paper modules. Both Sculpture 2, 3, and 1 are going to be working with paper. Okay? Can you all see that? Yay! Alright, so you guys are going to be using, oh, now can you see it?
So, this is one of the easiest.
No. Try again. You guys are going to be using paper for your primary source of material, okay? Sculpture 1, you are going to be using a wire hanger. You're going to be using a wire hanger from like a dry cleaner to support your structure, your sculpture. Your wire hanger doesn't have to stay in this form, okay? You can unravel it, stretch it, twist it, bend it, cut it. It's up to you, but this will be your overall base, okay? Sculpture 2 and 3, you are going to be using a book as your overall structure. You're going to open up your book, you're going to decide if you want to keep your cover, cut the cover, tear out pages, cut out pages, what have you, okay? With me so far, who's doing what? Not shake around, I heard some, All right, so I want you guys to not overthink this, okay? Do not overthink this. So it is as simple as, for Sculpture 2 and 3, taking your book, folding pages to create something that repeats. This is like Sculpture 2 and 3. Sculpture 1, say you really like this overarching shape right here. You can build little tubes out of paper and then stack them together. Once you find what you like, you just need to do that once. Something that you like once. Then you're going to play with the wire in the book to see how that looks. With me? Yes? Okay, so it's literally just taking one thing and then Control-C, copy, 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 and then paste it. All right? Do not overthink this. Typically, you guys are used to assignments where it's like we have to do d. No, this is more open, more like abstract. So it's like pick one thing and then repeat it. Yes? Okay? Now, I used AI. I really tried this weekend. My son's really into paper airplanes right now. Every time I built a paper airplane, he took it and then launched it. And then they all got smooshed. Because I was going to try to make a sculpture so that you guys could see what's going on. But that didn't happen. So I used AI to come up with the prompt, a repeated paper sculpture that hung like a mobile. And this is what it came up with. You guys can use that to kind of help generate ideas, but it should not be a duplicate copy. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay? So that you guys have a brainstorming. When I use AI for like your lessons or for like this project, I use it as someone else to bounce ideas off of. Because that's essentially what it is, a person to talk through the ideas. All right? But notice on here that you have like this triangular pyramid. It starts in the center and then it goes all the way out, and it's going at different lengths and different heights, and it's just a start. All right? So this was the first response that the AI gave me. And as it kind of like generated more ideas, you can see that it evolved more. It still kept the same sentence, but then it just evolved more. All right, so this one, they have like that snowflake triangular pattern in the center, and then it created that radial balance where it just kind of like exploded to get bigger. You with me? Okay, so even sculpture 2 and 3, these are examples for sculpture 1, for a hanging sculpture. But you guys can see, oh, I really like that pyramid like bird shape. I'm going to use that as something that's coming out of my book. You guys see that for sculpture 2 and 3? Kind of started. Don't worry, I got some for you guys too. All right. It doesn't have to stay clumped together. You guys, again, if you look at that center part for sculpture 1, you can take this hanger, cut it on the center here, and then twist one part and have it come through here. And then you can have another chunk, that other part you cut, underneath, and then have it kind of like a chandelier. Hanging. Seeing where that one coming from, how that one's starting? You can also use wire and fishing line to attach to the wire, the hanger, and then coming out. So it's not just like leave the hanger as is. You guys are going to, can you guys see? You guys are going to take and manipulate the hanger. It doesn't have to stay this way. Just like in sculpture 2 and 3, you're taking a book, I know this is horrible, and bending it, twisting it, tearing it, cutting it, gluing it. You can also paint your pages. Both sculptures, or all sculptures 1 through 3. Okay? Is this helping? Yes? You guys got no distractions right now, so just absorb in what you're looking at. Again, do not overthink this. It's literally, you find one form you like, and then you just play with that form and how that's going to hang or balance or repeat.
We use a different method. That's what I know.
You saw the lecture we did last year? Shut up, I know you're really good. Money Kimberly. Everything's on the floor.
I tried to throw it away. My mom was like, no.
I still have it in my room. The only thing I threw away was the plate.
Now she put up a whole bunch of food.
Because I didn't even have a plate for it.
I was at the stand.
They just on the table already.
It's her steak. I break it and this and then the bottom. No, I just put some water on it. That's like not good. Down here. But
Did you add the little bowl?
no, I'm gonna carve this up. It looks like an ant. The arms is good out here. And then this is the head is literally if this is the beer, like grab a dry paper towel. Turn it on top so it doesn't want to stick. That's not that. All right.
The size. Kimberly,
You were the one who was staring.
You started smart laughing.
Yo, shush. Yeah, shush. No, wait, okay. This is trust the process.
Just a process is great.
Okay, I'm just shaping it up.
I ran away. I with that cord.
Nah, yo creo que los veo.
So wait, where's the? Wait, what? The hole? This is hollow, right? Why is it? Save that on the other parts. Save it for last. I know you're excited, and that's the best part to do this. The whole decorating. Trust me, you're not trying Okay, so this, we need to make sure we press out. And if you're gonna put the flower here, I would keep the modeling tool and kind of like follow your finger down, hold that as a support, and then push it here. And then when you go to add the flower petals on this side, angle here. So if this gets a little bit stretched out, that's okay, because you can always take a coil and smooth that out and refine that better, so it's a little bit not as like wonkadoo. All right? You're welcome. That's some unicorn hair over there.
It's still so.
How's that texture holding up in between periods? Now you're remembering how you're doing that, so you can at the very end to go in and touch up. When you're like done, I would take a dry brush from your fork, no water, no slip, none, and then just take lightly and brush over the hair so that you get all those little crummies that are coming up from that rake needle tool, so that it doesn't like stay. Okay. You could also, can I make a suggestion? Take a small coil, like to help with these like bigger chunks of the hair flowing, to emphasize that instead of having these little lines. You could take a small coil, just like how our hair is. Like look at my hair. See how like I see all my layers. Take and add the actual clay in there. So like right here where this is coming up, put a coil over there. That'll help show the sections and not look so spiky. It just looks like it's more flowy. Yeah? Think about it. Brennan, how are you doing? I'm sorry I broke the extruder on accident. It is a cone, but I know we were relying on the extruder. So we do have the handheld ones that you could use and just kind of like, and that might actually be better because I don't think we had the small enough one that you were looking for. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get super soft clay. How is that?
Well, not thick.
I see. I'm just feeling how dry it is. Okay, so don't fuss too much on the outside anymore because we still want that wet for those like rings that you wanted to put around it. Okay? Alright. Good, everybody? And then you can always go back in. Do you guys have a ring? Can I borrow your ring? But you're building that form up more so that these look more like ends of hair floating versus like little spikes. Unless you want spikes.
Talk about job applications, right? And there's certain words that we have used when we talk about job applications, words that we'll see on the application, that it's important to know what those words mean. Can anybody remember what the words are that we've already talked about? Jalen, just one.
Okay, street address,
Street address. What does that mean, your street address?
where you're located at.
Where you're located at. You mean like right here, right now at school?
It's sort of like that, yeah.
Okay. On a job application, would we put our school address as our street address?
No.
What kind of address would you put?
Home.
Your home, where you live, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, somebody besides Jalen, think of another word that we've talked about. Paola.
Our parents' phone number.
Phone numbers. Parents' phone numbers. Why is it important to know our parents' phone number? Hold on, Messiah. Paola? Hold on, Sienna.
In case if we have an injury or something.
What's that E word? In case of a...
In case of an emergency.
There we go, emergency. All right, so phone number. So we have address, we have phone number. Who can tell me another word?
I'm sorry. I'll let someone else in.
Another word that we've been talking about. Birthday. What is your birthday? Okay. What does it mean, your birthday? That's the day that you were... The day that you were... Born? Mm-hmm. All right. What are the 3 letters that you'll see on a job application that mean birthday? You don't know? Can anybody help her? What are the 3 letters?
Your name.
No. There's only 3 letters. No, not yet.
Your date of birth.
What are the letters that mean date of birth?
B R B.
Close. Listen. Date of. What letter? Of.
O.
So what are the 3 letters?
D O F. No.
Date of birth.
Date of birth.
So D-O.
D.
B. Good job. Yes, D-O-B. All right, so we have our address, we have our phone number, we have talked about date of birth, our birthday, D-O-B. Omar, can you think of a word?
The word birth. Born.
No, a different word. A different word.
Your address.
Jalen already said that. different?
A reference?
Good job.
Reference.
Good job.
Means what?
Reference is like a teacher or somebody's name, their phone number.
Okay. Can it be mom or dad? Can you use mom or dad as a reference?
Yes. No. Only for teachers and paras or other people's names and numbers.
Okay. That know how you work, right?
Yes.
No family. Okay?
allowed?
Not as a reference, no. Not as a reference.
Oh, just teacher.
Okay, so those are great words, and those are definitely some words that we have talked about. We're going to go through and we're going to review the other words that we didn't talk about or that y'all didn't remember, and then I'm going to add 2 more.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Okay.
I see.
Come on, straight word. Work for your spelling.
There we go. All right, nobody said this word. Gideon, what is this? Name. What is your name? Your name is what? What?
Paola. My name is like Paola.
Paola. That's what people call you, right?
Yeah.
How they refer to you. Okay? What people call you and how they get your attention. Okay? Alex. Is that your name? Yeah? Can I call him Sierra? Okay, Seattle. No, what's his name? Zaya. Yes. All right. All right. Let's see. Jose, which of these is an example of somebody's name? Jessica Hanger or 770-675-9870? Which one is somebody's name? You can come up here to me. Pick which one you think. Somebody's name. Is that a name? What are these? These are what? Letters or numbers? Numbers. And does your name have numbers in it? No. So which one is somebody's name? Good job, Jessica Hanger. All right? And guys, when you fill out an application, it's usually the first thing that they're going to ask you. What is your name? All right. The next word that we did talk about, address. Jalen, the number of the house you live in and the name of the street. So it's 2 parts, okay? Hold on, Jalen. All right, an address has 2 parts to it. It has the numbers at the beginning and the name of your street after. All right, Jalen, which of these is an example of an address?
Right. This
What's
one.
it say?
77, Relax Drive.
77 Relax Drive. Okay? Good job. We know it's an address because it has the numbers and the street name.
But I don't know if that's not the address for Norcross.
No, it's not. It's just a pretend address. Yeah. It's just a pretend. It's either Norcross High School or 77 Relax Drive. Okay? Good job. Thank you, Jalen.
You're welcome.
This is getting interesting, knowing everything you know.
All right. The next word that nobody mentioned,
Uh-oh. Which one?
Geronimo. What's this say?
City.
City. And what is city? What's this word? I didn't hear you. You guys say it a little bit louder. A large town. Good job. All right, so it's a large town, usually in a state, okay, or in a county. Cities usually have big, tall buildings. That's why this picture is here. Okay. All right, Geronimo, come on up. All right.
Yeah.
Which one of these is an example of a city? What does this say? And what does this say? Lawrenceville. Which of these is an example of a city? What's it say? Lilburn, yes. Lilburn is a city. Lilburn is actually the city that we are in right now. Okay, Berkmar High School is in Lilburn, Georgia. Isaiah, what does this one say? City or state? Look at the picture. State, yes. All right, state is a location within the U.S. There are 50 states in the United States. Okay? All right. Oh, I almost gave you the answer. All right, Isaiah, come on up. I know.
Just be careful, Isaiah.
You got it? All right. Which of these is an example of a state? Georgia or Lilburn? Which one? Which one? Lilburn? We just said that's a city. What's that say?
Georgia.
Georgia. Yes. Georgia. What's an example of a state?
Georgia.
Georgia. Where do you live right now?
In Loganville.
Loganville what? Florida?
I'm not sure.
Loganville.
I don't know what.
What's that say? Yeah, you do. What's that say?
Georgia.
There you go, Georgia. All right, good job.
Good job, Isaiah.
Georgia is the state that we live in right now. Okay? All right. Nobody said the next one. Gideon?
Oh.
What's that say? Zip code. What does it mean? Read this right here.
A group of numbers used to help
Sort
the
the mail. Okay? All right. So a zip code is a group of numbers. Usually it's 5. Sometimes it can be 9, but most of the time we just learn the 5 numbers. I don't even know what my 9-digit zip code is. I have no idea. But I know my zip code is 30046. I don't know the rest of it. So the 5-digit number that the mailman used to help sort the mail. Okay? All right, Gideon, come on up.
Just like we do it in the mailroom, we sort the
Yep.
number.
Yep, you sort the numbers. Okay. All right, Gideon. Which of these two is an example of a zip code? Jessica Hanger or 30047? And how do we know? Because it has what? Numbers. Good job. 30047 is the zip code where we're at right now.
Wait, does Miss
Lilburn, Georgia.
Does Miss Hanger live in Lawrenceville as well?
No, that's a pretend name.
It's
It's just a name I made up. Okay, so we've done name,
Yup.
address, city, state, zip code. You're next. Ready? What's that?
Come on, Joe. You got this. Come on, Betsy. You got this. You got this, Joe. You got this. Come on, Joe. You got it.
All right, what is this, Joe? Hmm? A phone, right? So this is your phone?
No.
Thank you, your phone number. This is how people get in touch with you, right?
Yep.
I need to call your mom because you just had a great day and I just want to tell her how awesome you are. How do I do that?
You got a
By finding their name and phone number.
The phone number, right? I can't call mom if I don't have the number.
Yeah, you can.
Okay? All right, hold on, Joe. You gotta tell me which one. All right. Which of these is the phone number? Jessica Hanger or 770-675-9870? Which one is somebody's phone number?
She almost did, but you got
Good job.
You got
All right, 770-675-9870 is somebody's phone number. How do we know? Because it has numbers, not letters, okay? All right, the next one. Date of birth, Sianowitz.
Yeah.
Date of birth, D-O-B. The month, the day, and the year you were born. It's your birthday, right? All right, Sianowitz. Come on up.
this.
You got this, you know.
All right, which of these is an example of a birthday? August 8, 2008, or Lawrenceville? Which one is a birthday? That one. Why? Because it has a month, a day, and a year. Good job.
Yeah, I did
All right.
not know that part.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
This is the last one that we've already talked about before.
What is it?
And this is the one that
Boy,
Omar told us about.
yeah, saw that.
What was that word, Omar, that you used?
Yeah.
I said reference.
Reference. And what is a reference? It means what?
Reference is for the teacher or the para, and you put down their name and their phone number.
And it's someone who can talk about how you are as a worker, okay? If Omar wants to apply to work at Walmart,
Yep.
on his reference, he puts Miss Valentine and he puts his mom. Who can tell Walmart more about how he works at school? Who can tell, mom or Valentine?
You.
Valentine, right?
Yeah.
You want to use people who know how you are as a worker. Do you work fast or are you slow? Do you follow directions well or do you struggle with following directions? Okay?
Yeah.
That's what they want to know. And they can find that out from your teacher or your parapro or a supervisor or another teacher who has had you before. Okay? All right, Omar. Which of these is an example
Wait a minute.
of someone you can use as a reference? Mrs. Jennifer Valentine or 30047? Which one? Pick. Which one?
That's how I go. Yeah.
Yes. Miss Jennifer Valentine. Okay?
That's you.
You want to use a teacher. Yes, that's me.
Is you.
All right, 2 new words. 2 new words that we're going to see on our application today.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Boy,
Not fair.
Are my cards on the desk? All right, Alex, the first word. No, hold on. I think it's not going to be the first one. I think it's going to be the second. Yeah. Alex, I'll ask you the second one, okay? I'm going to ask somebody else the first one. All right. Let's see. Danny, what does this say? Do you know what this says? You know what this means? A red cross? You know what that means? Does it mean school or emergency? Emergency. An emergency what? So emergency contact. What does that mean, emergency contact?
Emergency contact. Your parents.
Your parents, right? It's a person that if something happens to you, you fall down and get hurt, okay? It is somebody that they can call to come help you. Usually it's a family. Usually it's gonna be mom or dad,
Daddy.
or your sister or your brother,
Or your
somebody in your
cousin.
family,
Or your
okay?
cousin. Yeah.
Maybe your cousins, yeah. Emergency contact, yes.
Do you think you can allow for like a friend?
It's better if you use a family member, because if something really bad is happening, your friend can't make decisions. It has to be your family. So it's better to have mom or dad, or brother or sister, okay? Or whoever, Danny, that's not nice. Please don't use those words again. Okay? Thank you. All right, so it's better to use mom, dad, brother, sister, guardian, okay? Someone that can make decisions, all right?
What kind of decisions?
If something happens, sometimes like, do you need to have surgery? Like if something happened really bad, and the family can decide if surgery needs to happen, okay?
I see your point.
Okay. All right, Danny, which of these is an emergency contact? Mom, dad, brother, sister, or 770-675-9870? Which one would be an example of an emergency contact? Someone you could use. Come on. Who would you use as an emergency contact? Does this answer who? 770? That's not a who. Who are people, Danny? What's this? Brother. Are these people? That answers the who question. Not a phone number. Okay? Who is people? So which one of these is somebody? Someone, a person. Which one? Good job. Mom, dad, sister, brother. Okay? All right. Last one. Now, Alex, this is yours. All right, Alex. I want you to look at the picture. I want you to tell me what this is, okay? Ready? Last word. What's that, Alex? Is that home or school? No, that's not home. School, yes. School, okay? Your education. The place where you go to learn new things. Okay, right now you're still in school. You have not officially graduated. Now some of you, yes, you've participated in the graduation ceremony, but you're not officially graduated until you're finished with school. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so where, Alex, come on up. Where do you go to school, Alex? What is the name of your school? Mom, dad, sister, brother, or Berkmar High School? Oh, Alex. Alex. You're being silly. Listen. Okay, guys, settle down. Mom, dad, sister, brother, or Berkmar High School. What's the name of your school, Alex? Mom, dad, sister, brother, or Berkmar?
Good job.
Thank you. Berkmar High School. Good job. All right. So now we're going to practice all this information on an application. Okay?
Okay.
Mr. Gregg, if you can come sit and help these guys.
Ms. Balch, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Do we have the application papers to do the application?
The application papers.
I stand corrected. I understand.
All right. Now, some of these don't have pictures because you should be able to read the words. And if you're not sure what the word is, we can help. Okay? But some of them have the pictures. So it'll kind of help you know what the word is, okay? So once you get your application, you can go ahead and get started.
Okay, alright. I think I got this.
Alex?
I got this.
Sorry, it almost went flying, didn't it?
I love you. I think I got this.
You think you got it without any help?
Well, some of them already need help, but first I'm gonna do the ones that I know.
Alright. Alright guys, you can go ahead and start. At least start with the information that you know. And if there's information that you don't know, raise your hand and I have your emergency cards that you can copy to help you with the things that you don't know. Okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna put that away. All right, so let's go over the rules really quick. Once you start, it's gonna start at one corner, and then we're gonna go clockwise, right? Whomever is drilling has to stand. You're gonna drill 3 screws, okay? If your particular board has very few left, then start focusing on the ears and make sure also that you have all of the outer lines complete, okay? The second thing is, don't be afraid to move the board towards you. If you happen to reach and stretch to get to that, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be within arm's length, not reaching over, okay? And again, if you have long hair, you cannot touch the drill. But you could spot check your ears on the 1/4 inch using the caliper and or level it out. Now, once you start getting closer, it's harder to use the level, but you still expect it to do so. Okay? Everybody got that? All right. Those of you with a corded drill, go ahead and find a spot. And you're going to use that one? That's fine. Actually, I prefer you use that one for them. Hey, I prefer using this one. Here, use this one. And good shoot. Somebody's missing a drill. All right, so when I say go, we're going to start out with the person in this position right here. And you're going to go around 3. If you're missing screws, you're going to let me know. And as soon as you get your equipment and you have everything, go ahead and get started. Remember, you stand if you're drilling. You do not do it from a sit-down position. Move the board closer to you. If you're sitting and not drilling, somebody should be doing the measuring and the leveling. Actively, not passively.
Because the instrument that you
This one is a little power, and shoot power into the air, right? And so you can see how so it takes a little bit of use. Go slow. Hey, folks, don't be afraid to first try the trigger so you can work on smoothly pressing it down. Every drill responds differently. Okay? Those are gonna be half an inch. They have to, for example, this young man right here is going to make sure that the depth is set to 15 millimeters, which is half an inch. 15, 1-5. But for you see it is a half an inch, go with it now. See that one right there is half an inch. Kids to the base, half an inch, right? So then she, let me have that, can take, and see that? That's way, that means that this one right here has to come up. But you first do your 3, then you can do adjustments. So you first get them in, then you adjust. Somebody should be doing this on a regular basis.
Half an inch should be this.
Left, no, that moves up.
And then if correctly done. Correct.
The ones that are already there, don't worry so much about them, worry about the ones she's doing now. Put your 3 in, then you level and you check the depth. Don't do it one at a time, that's gonna drive you crazy. Remember, 3, you give up your turn for the next person. Let's do the rotation. I want to see a full rotation for the next 5 minutes, so let's go. Step it up. I don't see a lot of people using the level. I need to see the level in use. We need levels.
Here, let me see.
She's really powerful. She's got a lot of, she's got power.
Hold it from the back so that it's
Okay. Right. Now she's getting it. Yeah. All right. So, is that your third one? Wow. Wow. This will be a job site. There'll be a lot of people fired. What do we got? What do you mean?
Oh, those aren't ours. Those aren't ours. You said not to work.
This is going to be down.
Oh, yeah. No. So, once you're done with the first cycle, the first rotation, then the next person starts balancing them out. You don't have to do them all. You leave them for the next person. I balance out about 3. Then you move on. You put your 3,
So,
and then you move on to, and then you do the balancing. Then the next person does that. It's the only way you're gonna make it because, this is what happens when people don't follow instructions. They make it harder for everybody else behind them. Right? Yeah, so what's the penalty? The penalty is that you make other people pay for your mistakes. That's why you take care of your stuff when it needs to be taken care of. For other people's mistakes? No. What kind of animal do you think I am? Although, thank you for giving me the idea, though. Sounds funny, right? Funny guy, right? Funny guy, yeah. Thanks for having a scrunchie, by the way. Shaking in your boots. Who talks like that? How old are you? You weren't here, you weren't doing this the other day, right? Yeah, so you weren't here either. Okay. Have you ever used this? Okay. So there's nothing wrong with you firing it on in the air, and you get because every rule is different. Okay?
This one's higher than this one. It's slanted this way because this one's higher. Look, if you look at the bubble, if you move this one, there's no space on the bubble. So that one's higher.
Give me 1 second to get adjusted here, and we'll go into yes, and actually you could start taking notes, and your main title is going to be Cornell Notes.
I bet.
Your main title is going to be taking notes, and we're going to do the Cornell note-taking method. So the first thing I want you to do is, well, and as you know, I don't want to see a single phone out, okay, or here. I always have a preference for the wired notebooks. They're cheap and real practical, but if you got something else, that's okay. Then I will use you as a guinea pig, sir. Okay, so this young man right here, we're gonna let it go because it's his first day, right? But this is really the back of the sheet. I always prefer the notes to be started on the front of the sheet, okay? That means that this thing right here, right, is to the right. In this case, your left, right? So the note taking always, and when I do spot checks on your notebook, I expect to see a date up here. You people just got to this planet, so you remember everything, but as you get older, you appreciate the habit. Trust me on that, okay? Second thing, up here is going to be a title and any brief description, so it's just a line or two. You can use the top portions, okay? I'm just going to show you really quick what the distribution of the paper is. Then you're going to take 3 fingers. Those 3 fingers are going to go right to the edge. Okay? Not the line, the actual edge of the paper. And you're just going to do a squiggly line going up, leaving about 3 or 4 lines in the bottom. Okay? So you're going to have a very small section, enough so that your palm can fit on the other side. Okay? Why do we do this? Because this is actually a functioning notebook. You can simply take the sheet, fold it right to the key words, let's say, that's what you wrote there, the vocabulary. You could actually test yourself, right? What is that word? Is this? Oh, yeah, I'm right. You're wrong, do it again, right? More work. But it becomes a functional notebook. This is not your memory. Your memory's here. This is just a trigger. Your notebook, it's only a trigger. That's it. Okay? Only a trigger for the stuff. Why? Because from this point on, thank you, sir, you're going to take notes, but at the least amount of words possible. That's why I put up here, less is more. So underneath the main title, which is Cornell Notes, I want everybody to write this on their notes. Less is more. Now, also, I would like everybody to go ahead and do the 3-finger palm separation. Now, when you do the line, do a squiggly line. That saves you time looking for a ruler. Do not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Okay? Perfection is an illusion, so we're just gonna make it functional. Okay? That's why less is more. What do I mean by that? And this is the first thing you're going to write where the palm goes in your notes. That's where the expanded notes go. So it gives you even less space, letting you know you don't write a whole lot. And the first thing I want you to write down, yeah, perfect. The first thing I want you to write down on this side, where the palm goes, okay, so never ever give me complete sentences. Notes should never have a complete sentence. Write that down. Notes never have complete sentences. If you like it in Spanish, you could copy this right here. Sir?
We write it down at the corner.
You write it on the right-hand side, or where the palm, I'm sorry, on the left, wait, on the left-hand side. Where the palm goes? Exactly.
What does it matter about?
You start right at the top. Now, the second point is, the first point is never finish a sentence. Ever. Okay? Ever. The second point is, leave a lot of empty space. If you finish one thought, excuse me. If you finish one thought, go ahead and leave a space in between. Leave a line in between that next thought. Okay? A cluttered mind leads to cluttered thinking and confused thinking. Your brain needs the space, the openness. There's plenty of space in your brain, trust me.
What's the second one?
The second one is leave empty space. If I was doing an ad, I would take a picture and I would leave space to put my copy, right? To put my words, see that poster right there? All that space on the side of Dr. Tyson, right? We call that negative space. That's actually calming to the eye, okay? It directs your thoughts. So don't be afraid to practice that in your notes and keep your brain clutter-free.